It's the 38th annual New York State High School Wrestling Championships from the Onondaga County War Memorial in Syracuse, New York, here on the Empire Sports Network. Hi, everybody. I'm Roger Neel along with Coach Erie Knuutila, and we're set for exciting high school wrestling action. Coach, there should be some tremendous matches here tonight.
Oh, there's going to be some outstanding bouts tonight. We're looking forward to it.
Also, some great sectional competition going, and one has opened up a huge lead.
Section 11 basically has it wrapped up. They're not totally have it wrapped up. It's followed by Section 8, then by Section 2 and Section 9. So the finals will be interesting.
Coach, what about some of the top individual performers we'll look to see here in action this evening?
Well, there's 5 returning state champions. One of them lost earlier in the day. The other 4 returning state champions, we have 2 of them one weight class at 140 pounds. Ryan Marvin from Section 11 and Brent Ryder from Section 4. At 171 pounds, we have Bill Prince, who is from Section 6, who is trying to compete his undefeated season. So we're looking forward to that. At 145 pounds, we have the 3-time New York State champion going for an unprecedented 4 times in Jesse Jansen. So this is going to be a wonderful evening tonight if that happens.
All right, folks, stay tuned because coming up, the High School Wrestling Championships in the state of New York. We'll have them next right here on the Empire Sports Network.
The New York State High School Wrestling Championships are brought to you by New York Lotto. Will you be ready if it happens to you?
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Onondaga County War Memorial in Syracuse, New York, for the start of the New York State High School Wrestling Championships. We're underway in the championships, and Rob Vaccaro out of Section 11 goes against Section 8 champion Walter Cisnowski. I'm Roger Neel, along with Coach Erie Knuutila, and this is going to be a great night of competition.
We start off with the 96-pounders. The young kids, they really move fast at this weight class. This is one of many of Section 11 wrestlers. There's 8 of them in the finals this year. Against the Section 8 wrestler, there's 6 of them in the finals. So the Long Island regions have really dominated the state tournament this year. Looks like we might get a takedown here.
Cisnowski in green.
2 takedown by Rob Vaccaro.
There's Vaccaro with the first points of the match. Just underway in the first period.
And is he going to get an escape here? No, he's going to hang on to him.
Good job by Vaccaro to grab the leg. And a stoppage here, just underway with 1:03 to go in the first period. Checking over Cisnowski. Looks like he might have gotten a cut.
It looks like he had a nosebleed started up. That's a good way to start the match. I've been waiting all night for the first match, and when the first period you get a nosebleed. Here we go. We see Vaccaro going over to his coach, and he can coach him in that corner.
36-0 coming into this one tonight.
And he's 11th grader. That's the upperclassman as a 96-pounder. That usually gives him an advantage here. He's going to be 3 years older than Cisnowski will be, who was an 8th grader.
29-4 for Cisnowski.
No, didn't have a nosebleed. Looks like a little cut below his eye. And when you have this much competition all day long, you get mat burns and scrapes and rubs, and the scab comes off, and so therefore you get more bleeding. They have to stop it right away. You have to protect everybody.
And Cisnowski trying to stand up and try to work for an escape, but can't. Vaccaro stays with the advantage.
I'm sorry, they're both 10th graders, Roger. I'm sorry about that. I was reading my paper here. One's Section 11, the other one's Section 8. We got to get settled in here for our first match. And there's the 1-point escape coming.
It makes it a 2-1 score.
Oh, that nice job by Vaccaro. He chopped on him, and he almost got a takedown there.
.24 seconds to go. The first period.
Vaccaro got a second takedown in the match. Usually if you get the takedowns, usually that's a demonstration of who's going to win the match in the end, because if you can dominate somebody in the feet, you can usually win the match. As long as he doesn't shoot it down, shut it down for the last, he can hang right in there. Oh, that 1-point escape did hurt him, though, with 5 seconds to go.
4-2 the score in favor of Section 11's Rob Vaccaro. Vaccaro in the lead by 2 at the end of the first period.
And he deferred over to Skanowski, and Skanowski chose down, which is a good decision. He escaped him twice, so probably. Here's our last takedown, where Skanowski chopped him down. And now we're back to live action here. We didn't quite have enough time for that one.
Skanowski tried to sit out, now gets to his feet.
And Vaquero does a nice job of grabbing that leg and japping him back down again, trying to control him.
Pretty much back where they started.
I think that Skanowski is going to get the escape anyway, so Vaquero should really let him go. There's the one-point escape.
Got the point. Makes it a 4-3 score in favor of Vaquero, up by 1.
And sometimes you wonder what's happening here. You have Vaquero, who has dominated the match, taking him down twice, and basically has let Skanowski go 3 times. So here in the second period, there's going to be another takedown, looks like. Nope, didn't quite get him. No, he jabbed him right down to his butt again.
Oh, he's got him.
Great job, great job.
6-3 now, Vaquero from section 11.
No, he takes him down at will here. I think he just should let him go and take him down, let him go and take him down, build the score up a little bit in case he gets caught later in the match.
Looks like Skanowski's trying to roll out if he can. He
started to. He's got a bar on one side. Did he get 2 count? Yes, he did. Got his 2 count. There's his back points. That makes the score.
Points. Make it 8-3 now in favor of Vaquero.
You've got a dominance right away here. The only points that Skanowski has scored is those 3 escapes. I think he's looking at the clock debating, should I let him go? Shouldn't I let him go? Yeah, he was going to let him go.
48 seconds, second period.
Oh, nice dump. He's going to get back points? No, he's just going to get his takedown. He might still get his back points. Good dump.
10-4 now in favor of Vaquero.
Oh, he right back again. The thing I like about Rob Vaquero, he just keeps on attacking. When he's up on the feet, he keeps moving. And that way, Skanowski just doesn't have a chance to set his stuff up.
Vaquero's now up 12-4. Trying to get the pin.
Get back points here. Oh, he said no back points. No back points. He counted 1 twice.
12-4 in favor of Vaquero out of section 11.
Coming down the last 5. I think the crowd didn't like that last call, but I think he rolled through and he rolled back through the other way. I think it was a good call.
Time runs out in the second period with Rob Vaquero in the lead out of section 11, 12-4. Big edge in points.
I think section 11 is trying to wrap up this state title right here in the first match.
They have had a great tournament so far.
This is the first time we've seen Skanowski on top. I'm not sure what happened there.
Underway in the third period with Skanowski at the top this time.
I think we were talking about they gave an illegal start to the bottom man because his leg was out, so they restarted it over again to make it fair for both the top man and the bottom man.
Vaquero trying to get away.
Well, Skanowski should not let him go because we already know. Whoop.
Ooh, look at that, almost.
Oh, that was almost over in his back. This match is over with, folks. As soon as we got the 1-point escape by Vaquero, because Skanowski can't take him down, so it's just going to be a takedown, let him go, or maybe some back points in there. This match is going to end early.
Vaquero's up 13-4 now, 1.5 minutes to go.
Vaquero just keeps moving. That's outstanding. Of course, the referee's standing right in our way. Thank you, Norm Thomas. He's the assistant referee.
Another couple of points, 15-4 now in favor of Vaquero.
We should also mention that the referee with the whistle, his name is Mike Fox, and the assistant referee is Norm Thomas.
15-5 now, a point for Skanowski. Down to a minute to go in this one.
And in folk style wrestling, once you get ahead by 15 points, the match will be terminated at that point. He's ahead by 12 points with the escape, brings it back to 11.
17-5, Vaquero. 40 seconds to go.
And he's doing the right thing. He's way ahead. He's got that 1-point escape now for Skanowski, so 17-6. And he just keeps coming and coming, so make sure that Skanowski can't set up that one Hail Mary throw that maybe might get pinned. We're coming down now with 30 seconds to go to make Rob Vaccaro our first 2000 state champion.
20 seconds left. Neither can gain advantage. There's a takedown.
Vaccaro needs to keep attacking because you know the throw was coming.
19-6 with 9 seconds remaining. Vaccaro.
He's just going to ride him out here and be a state champion.
There we go. Out of Section 11, Rob Vaccaro, 96-pound New York State champion. We'll be back with more coming your way from the New York State Wrestling Championships in Syracuse right here on the Empire Sports Network. And Coach, another stand-up from Section 11 wrestling here in the 103-pound class. It's Pat Flynn, and he'll match up against Mike Moormill.
And here we again, we have a couple upperclassmen, 11th grader, this time against a 10th grader from Section 11. With that last win by Section 11, they've basically almost iced up this championship. There is going to get a takedown by Section 11. Yes, we are.
Flynn gets the first 2 points of the match. Moormill out of Section 9.
Going to go out of bounds and start over again.
Monroe Woodburn High School, Monroe, New York. 2-0 in favor of Pat Flynn from Section 11. Flynn, he wants to go to Hofstra, maybe Minnesota, Iowa.
There's some good colleges there, good Division I programs. Nice job by Flynn, knocking him right back down again. And Moormill, he wants to go to Ivy League. It tells me he's got to be high in his class.
There's an escape. Makes it 2-1 in favor of Flynn.
And if we need to see who gets this takedown to find out how we're going to do in this match right here. We're coming down to a minute left in the first period. And Moormill was in on a nice single, but Flynn worked his way out of it. Flynn's going to get his second takedown here. He got his leg hook, he's got his back hooked. And the only thing that's keeping him right now is just getting his shoulder out. There it is.
There, he's got it. That'll raise it to 4-1 in favor of Pat Flynn out of Section 11.
And there's your indicator again. He got the 2 takedowns in the first period. That usually tells you who's going to win the match.
And they go off. They'll reset them. Flynn out of Huntington High, 32-0 this year coming into this championship bout.
That's an outstanding record. In the semifinals, he beat the #1 ranked 103-pounder in the country, and Sean Gibbs from Section 5, who was last year's returning state champion. He was one of the 5 returning state champions, and Hibbs got beat and finished up 6th in the tournament.
Wendell tried to step up and get out of there, but he could not get away from Flynn. Now he does.
There's a 1-point escape. 4-2 now, with coming in 10 seconds to go. And we're going to end this period, looks like, this way with a score of 4-2 in favor of Flynn. Yes, it is.
And time runs out in the first period, so Pat Flynn will take a 4-2 edge into the start of our next period of wrestling.
Takedown's usually the name of the game. If you can take a man down, you see Flynn here getting his second takedown. Oh, nice, deep, tough, tight waist there. That's what kept Moormill down for the rest of the period. And at the start of the second period, Flynn is choosing down in the down position. And again, Moormill needs to make sure that he holds Flynn down. Because if he doesn't, I think he's at the disadvantage back on the feet again. Now we're in for a scramble here. Is Flynn going to be able to get out? Or is Mike Moormill going to be able to hold him down here and start for a stalemate?
Moormill's got that right leg wrapped up with his right arm.
Yep, I think Flynn's going to get the 2-point reversal.
He
there
does.
It is, yes.
6-2 now in favor of Pat Flynn. First points of the second period.
He's going to let him go, but he got the 2-point reversal.
That makes it a 6-4 match now. Flynn's lead cut to 2.
We might make a match out of this after all. Every time Flynn stands up, Mormel knocks him back down. Oh, another nice jab down to him. Nice. Oh, I thought he was going to get a tilt there.
Mormel just won't let go of that leg.
Well, I think he realizes that he's at a disadvantage on the feet, and he has to fight to hold him on top, then maybe he might be able to get some back points. I'll see how the third period go, what his decision will be. Is he going to choose down, or will he choose top?
54
looks like he might have a
seconds to
spladle
go.
here. Nope. He was smart enough to get out of this spladle, but he's going to give up 2. Yes, he does.
8-4 now in favor of Pat Flynn. Down to 38 seconds of the second period.
Got a chicken wing on the arm there, just as long as he doesn't run, and he's okay. Pull the arm and put it to the back. That's going to keep Mormel down there for quite a while. See, Flynn can't do anything there because they're out of bounds. If he does anything at all, he's going to push it out of bounds. So he decides to step it off and bring it back to the middle again.
25 seconds to go, second period. The score 8-4. Pat Flynn of Section 11, the sophomore, in the dark navy blue out of Section 11, and he'll be on top here.
This is an important 25 seconds here for Mike Mormel. He needs a score here. To get the score as close as he can in the third period. There's his 1-point escape. Makes the score 8-5. And Flynn's right back on the attack again. You can see that young man wants to be a state champ. He didn't settle on his lead. Right back. Oh, he's going to try to spladle him back.
6 seconds left.
They're both in the same situation there a while ago. Is he going to get it or not? No. That was close.
Third period coming up, 8-5. Pat Flynn has the lead by 3 points.
That's a nice shot at Pat Flynn right there, getting his mind together, getting his thoughts together to get ready to start the third period with a 3-point lead.
Mormel trying to get away. On his
He needs to knock him right back down in a hurry here.
And he does.
Referee Dave Warden, I've been watching him most of the day, and he's very quick on his stall calls. That's because he wants his opponents, both kids, to wrestle. Reggie Jones is assistant official.
Pat Flynn has the edge, 8-5. Our final period here in the 103-pound weight class.
I think that we're having a case of stalling here now, but he's still in control. Nice call, stalemate.
Minute 23 to go, third period. And 8-5, Pat Flynn has the advantage.
I think Pat Flynn realizes that if he can just ride him out here, he's got the 3-point lead. Even if he gets it reversed, he's got the lead. But if he gets the escape and Mormel gets a takedown, then the score is tied. So you'd rather stay in there and fight on the mat with him and fight on the mat. Even though he knows he's superior on the feet, it's better just in case he gets a lucky move.
And that right leg hooked by Flynn.
I knew that was coming. He was hanging too long down below that knee. And I think Pat Flynn was no problem with that. Now the problem is he gets called again. That puts him within 2. With a minute to go, that could be a problem. Maybe now he needs to let him go, or he makes sure he doesn't get called for stalling again.
Still has that leg wrapped up. Puts him back on the mat.
See, he's still down on the ankle. That's his problem. Every time he knocks him down, he's got to move up quicker. Took too long moving up.
46 seconds to go in the match, and Flynn by 3 points.
Well, that's pretty close to back points there. Mike Mormel has to extend himself. That's why he's almost giving up back points. We're down within 30 seconds of the match. And Pat Flynn is just coasting on top. Wants to become Section 11's second state champion. I don't know if I would roll the man when you're winning by 3 with 15 seconds to go in a state tournament. I'd do something else. There's the 1-point escape. If he spins, he gave it a try. He gave it a try. Score now is 10-5 and the match is over.
Closing seconds, 1 second. There's your champion, Pat Flynn, the sophomore from Section 11. 103-pound title.
Outstanding job. Section 11's second champion.
And more coming up with the New York State High School Wrestling Championships here in Syracuse next on the Empire Sports Network. Here we go to the 112 weight class to Sean Scarlett of Section 8. 24 pins this year, facing Lucas Magnani from the All-Catholic competition.
This is the first time in a while we see somebody from the Catholic League in the finals. I understand that he was with the Section 11 runner-up last year, but still, the first time I've seen in a long time that a Catholic kid is in the finals of the state tournament. So that is wonders for the Catholic section. Well, I'll say Catholic program because we don't really have a section.
Magnani, a couple of silver medals in Greco and freestyle wrestling, silver Greco and gold.
You will see through every kid, usually down the list, that every one of them is going to be doing that summer wrestling, that freestyle and Greco. Look like he just got poked a little bit in the eye. He's okay. And they get back on their mark. Good job by the referee, which is Dave Grazzo. No injury time there, just a little poke of the fingers by accident. His assistant is Tom Lynch. Got to get those officials in there. I pick on them enough, so I got to make sure I get them in there when I can.
They're great guys, do a fine job.
Well, that's the coach in me. I have to pick on those officials. And they go back to the center.
First two matches, wins for Vaccaro out of Section 11 and Flynn out of Section 11.
Nice job, nice job. Pushed him out of bounds. That's what happened on the other side of the mat when Scarlett pushed him out of bounds. So Magnani just says, I'm going to do it right back again. Well, he has a 2-on-1. Nope, he lost that. Scarlett is ranked number 1 in New York State from Section 8. And Magnani is ranked number 2 in the state. So this is the one of the few weight classes where 1 and 2 is going to meet. A number of them.
Kids are great all-around athletes. Scarlett also participates football, track.
It's hard to believe you have a 112-pounder participating in football. Seemed like those big defensive tackles would take care of you. There's our first points of the match by Scarlett. 2-point takedown. Well, Magnani came right back with a Granby roll and just didn't quite get it. 1-point escape. Oh, right to the headlock. Nope, he's not going to make it. That was a great job. Oh, look at him attack, both of them. One after another after another. Folks, that's chain wrestling. That's great, outstanding movement. Oh, we lost track of a period there. The action was so fast.
Time runs out. Score 2-1 in favor of Scarlett as we start the second period.
Here's our takedown by Scarlett. Nice little underhook right there. Then he backs off a little bit. And there's the double. Chop the head, takedown. Now we're back to live action. Magnani chose down position to start the second period, and Scarlett just let him go for him to get back on the feet again, and that makes the score 2-2. I think you have a case here where Magnani is a technician type of wrestler, keeps down low, keeps chugging, keeps coming in. Whereas Tayshawn Scarlett is more of a fast, quick, agile type of competitor, and he gets his shot quick. They both made shots there. The Warren Green for stalling, I'm not sure. The Green just made a shot there, and Red made a shot right back again. I'm not saying the Green is not stalling. I'm saying that might have been a bad time to do it.
Tayshawn Scarlett out of Section 8. Louis Magnani out of the All-Catholic competition. Right now they're deadlocked 2-2 here.
This match might come down to one more takedown, whoever's going to get it. Well, I'm sorry, it has to come down to one more takedown, basically.
Scarlett tried to shoot in. Good job by Magnani to keep him away from the legs.
Right, I think after that first takedown, he realized that Scarlett's going to have those quick hands. And so he's got down, he lowered his level a little bit lower, Magnani did, to make sure that he can't get those quick hands.
45 seconds, second period remaining.
And Magnani just keeps on coming in. And Scarlett likes to bounce outside. I think he's going to get called for stalling again. And it's not really his fault, it's just a great job by Magnani, who's making Scarlett look bad. Nice play. There it is. 1-point escape. 1-point stalling. I'm sorry. It makes the score 3-2 in favor of Magnani. You got to remember. There's Tayshawn Scarlett trying to get his thoughts together. So what can I do here on the feet? Make a nice deep shot, son. That's exactly what you can do. Keep attacking. Good. Nice shot again. If he attacks again right now, the referee will not have any squabbles with him at all.
Magnani's got the 1-point advantage, 3-2. And that closes out our second period here in the 112-pound New York State Championships.
I think we have injury time here or blood time. I can't tell which one it is.
Like
we're over in Lucas Magnani's corner.
Cut up around the forehead area.
We're trying to check out what we got here. I can't quite see from this angle what's happening. Maybe he cut his lip. I see what it is. He's just washing his mouth out. He's got a cut in his lip, and so he's wrenching his mouth out.
Great crowd, jam-packed arena here tonight at the Onondaga County War Memorial for the New York State Wrestling Championships right here on Empire Sports Network.
The only empty seats you see are the ones that are down low because they can't see over the people inside the ice hockey arena here. The rest of the seats are all full. Wonderful crowd today. You can see there, wonderful crowd inside the ice hockey rink and the ones up on top also. Everybody always gets here quick and heads for the top where they can see over top of that glass.
Better view. Magnani keeps the advantage.
He's controlling them on top. Touchdown Scarlett needs to move down there. He might get called again.
Magnani trying to flip him over, and Scarlett just
I'm not sure if Magnani's trying to flip him over or trying to make him look bad. Yeah, and I think he's making him look bad. I really do. He's jumping from one side to the other. Oh, he just gave him another stalling point that made his score 4-2. The coaches are questioning that. If anything is going to happen, at least gives his wrestler a chance to think a little bit.
Coaches want an explanation.
Oh, he's just raising his hand. I see what he did. Okay. He went out of bounds, raised his hand to go back to the center, and the table thought that it was a stalling call, so therefore he made it 4-2. But I can tell you this. If Scarlett doesn't start wrestling, he's going to get that stalling call. His coaches were not happy.
Their coaches thought that was the call, too. They were arguing,
yeah,
but it goes back 3-2.
They were arguing, and they did have the score wrong. So it's 3-2.
Magnani, the 1-point advantage still. Minute 19 to go, third period.
The way I see this right at this moment, Magnani's just hammering on top of Scarlett. He's going to ride him out for the whole period. So as soon as he got, nice job, Magnani. As soon as Scarlett got to his feet, he knocked him right back down again. I think this young man realizes that if he just hammers on him, he is not going to be denied his state championship.
1 minute to go in this one. They'll reset. 3-2 in favor of Lucas Magnani, the sophomore, looking for a state title in the 112-pound weight class.
I think he's down for the count. The coaches are really, really working on the official, trying to get the top guy to do something. But I think the top guy is doing all the work here. That's the first time that Scarlett's been to his feet since we've seen him on the bottom.
40 seconds to go.
I don't know what that little conference was about. Scarlett got back to his feet again. Magnani needs to get him down. He does not want Scarlett to get up. That's an excellent job. Excellent job. Took him right out of bounds with him. I think Magnani knows. I got to ride this young man out. If I get him up on the feet and get his speed, I'm in trouble.
33 seconds left in this one.
Caution. Bottom man. Oh, I see. He was talking to him. No caution.
False start.
He was talking to the top man and put it on the elbow, and the bottom man moved when he spoke. No caution there. You get 2 cautions anyway, so that wouldn't hurt. Oh, that's a caution. That was a caution. He let him jump that one and get away with it. Magnani needs to get him right back down on the mat. Scarlett, he realized he's in a fight.
20
he knows
seconds.
He's got to get out.
1 point difference. Magnani the lead, down to 13 seconds.
I agree with that call. It was stalling on Magnani. The crowd doesn't like it, but that was a stalling call. He was hanging on. Oh, that's an unfair start there. He's talking to both of them.
8 seconds.
He needs to move up or he's going to get called again.
3. Lucas Magnani, the champion, at 112. More of the New York State Wrestling Championships coming up from Syracuse. You're watching the Empire Sports Network. Here we go back to competition in the 119 class. Mike Sabali, Section 6 champion out of Lancaster. He's the junior. He opposes Dustin Wynn, and Wynn, the Section 4 champion from Bainbridge Gilbert Afton.
And they both have similar records, 37-4 and 35-5. This could be an interesting match. They're both 11th graders.
Section 4 champion Wynn in the scarlet.
Oh, nice shot in there by Sabali. Is he going to get this takedown? Yes, he is.
He's got the 2 points. And an escape. It's a 2-1 score.
A little bit of a half shot at which he might get this takedown by Wynn. Yes, Wynn's going to get it. Yes, he does. Sabali needs to watch himself to make sure he doesn't give it up back points here.
3-2 win.
There he goes. I know Mike Sabali had a hard, tough road to get to the state tournament here. He deserves to be in the finals. He beat Section 6 returning state champion in the finals of this Section 6 tournament in overtime. I think the score was 6-4, I think it was.
3-3 now.
Is he going to get this takedown? I'm not sure. Is Wynn going to get it? Boy, so they're both fighting head-to-head there. That's score is 3-3, and they changed the action, go the other way, and caught Sabali. 2 takedowns. Score is 5-3 in favor of Wynn. Oh, he's going to be got Sabali on his back for 2 more points. Makes the score now 7-3 in favor of Dustin Wynn. They're going to take Sabali back over again. No, time is up.
That ends the first period with Dustin Wynn in command here in the first period of action.
Well, those last 30 seconds was all Wynn on that one. That was a nice little duck under Sabali did there. Bringing him right up and dropping him right down the mat. 2 takedown. Great job by Sabali. And he let him go. Then Wynn made a nice little short shot in there to take him down. And Sabali fought. Ended up being 3-2 at that moment. Then he got another takedown and more back points. Tell you, Sabali is being cranked over by Wynn. That is tight.
He's got him on his back.
Tight. I think Sabali's in trouble here. That is tight. Oh, what an excellent job of fighting it. That is hard. He had a bar and a half. Bar and a half is tough to get out of. Dustin Wynn is really working hard.
They'll make him reset.
Is he going to get the 3 back points the first time?
Nothing yet.
I think there should be 3 back points there from the first time they went over. 2 or 3.
Win up 7-3.
I think they skipped a back point there at the end before he cranked him over again.
Wynn continues to control the match.
Sabali needs to make sure he's out from the bottom here because Wynn is definitely controlling them on top. Definitely controlling them on top. He's barred, then he goes to the half. Barred to the half. Oh, he's got him tight again.
Got him wrapped up.
I can't believe he got out of it the first time. If he gets out of this one, oh, he got out of it again. That's unbelievable.
32 seconds to go in the period. Back points now making it 13-3 in favor of Wynn. Dustin Wynn.
In order for Sabali to win this match, he does not need to be on the bottom of Dustin Wynn again.
Let us sit out.
I don't think he's going to score any points here at 5-4, 3 seconds left. He's going to get one at least. You give him one? No, he had no control there. I would have gave him one.
13-3 in favor of Dustin Wynn out of Bainbridge Guilford Afton with a period left.
I think he did an excellent job there. Not too many people take top nowadays, but he's been just turning Mike Sabali over at will with that bar and a half, and he chose the top position. He said, I like the last 2 minutes I spent. I'm going to do it again.
Wynn's a junior.
Wynn changed his whole activity here. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. He should have kept going with his bar and his halves to keep running this matchup. 13-3, 10-point lead. You do not want to sit on a 10-point lead, son. Get down about 30 seconds, you can sit on it, but not with a minute and 30 to go.
Wynn finished second in Greco competition in the state, fourth in freestyle. Hometown's Bainbridge.
He just keeps tying up those arms. Going to get more back points.
1:05 to go in this one.
The coaches
left.
Coaches yell in the corner, just stay there, just stay there. Don't worry about pinning him. Don't lose him. Just let him stay there so you can get this match in your back pocket. You're down to 40 seconds almost.
There's an escape. Back points again. 17-4 the score now as Wynn continues to dominate.
Well, this is the only place that Sabali's had a chance to do anything is on his feet. But trouble is, he might be too tired after fighting off his back for the last 4 minutes. Oh, and Wynn's going to come right back with a takedown.
It was 16-4, now it's 18-4.
One more point, and the match is over with. Match is over with.
16 seconds to go in the period. That's it.
It's a technical fall.
The back points give it to Wynn. So Dustin Wynn, the champion at 119 out of Bainbridge Guilford Afton, Section 4 champion. We'll be back with more of the New York State Wrestling Championships coming away in a moment on the Empire Sports Network. Welcome back to more high school wrestling championship action here in Syracuse. And now we're at the 125 level. Mike Trotta out of Section 8 against Chris Tremblay from Section 7.
They both have 37 wins. Boy, nowadays they have a lot of matches, a lot of turn. Oh, nice inside trip. Just missed it out of bounds. Our referee for this match is Emerson Bowner. And the assistant one is Tom Lynch.
Just underway, 125-pound competition for the state championship of New York.
He's got a crab right in? Yes, he does. Chris Tremblay got his first takedown.
2-0, Chris Tremblay in the lead. From northern Adirondack. Wants to go to Michigan.
In other words, it's cold up there.
He's used to cold weather. He's going to stay in cold weather.
A little difference this year than last year. Last year we were worried about getting out of here. We had so much snow. This year, nice day outside. He's going to knock him back down again. Oh, right on top of his head. He had to feel that one. He tried to do a Granby roll, and Tremblay wasn't going to let Trotter get it. Right on top of his head.
Still 2-0, Chris Tremblay leading. Tremblay in the gray and the blue. He's on top.
And Trotter's back on his feet again. Tremblay's just not going to let him go. Still got his hand around the waist, so therefore he's still down. every match is a little bit different than the other one. The last two guys like to be riders on top. There's their coaches in the corner just yelling away. That's Larry Ross over there. Yelling, encouraging. I'm sorry, that's Mike Jenko. There's the 1-point escape. It makes the score now 2-1 in favor of Chris Tremblay over Mike Trotter. And we can see it again here. We have Mike Trotter from Section 8, who was 4th in the New York State Freestyle Tournament last year. And Chris Tremblay, he had a gold medal in the Empire State Games in Greco. So both of them, that extra wrestling, you just can't mention. I know I mention it every year, but you just can't understand how much value it does. Oh, nice little duck ankle. He didn't quite get it. That's why it's a state finals. He probably got that right to a headlock, and they're both going to go out of bounds, I think, with no points scored here. Yes. That was both did an excellent job there.
12 seconds to go, first period.
And that first period probably end up this way with a 2-1 score.
Tremblay up 2-1.
Tremblay up to 2-1, yes.
Trotta thinking about going to Cortland, Springfield, Norwich to pursue his education and do some college wrestling also. And time runs out in our first period, and the score remains Chris Tremblay in the lead over Mike Trotta, 2-1.
Way back at the beginning of the period, you can see the takedown by Chris Tremblay. Went right to the crab ride for the 2 takedown. Nice call there on the throat to hold him down. Nice job. Tremblay is the down position, and Trotter is in the up position to start the second period. And they're going to be 1-point escape here at least. Yes, there we go.
He's got
it. Emerson Bauer gives 1-point escape for Tremblay, which makes the score now 3-1.
Early action, second period here at the Onondaga County War Memorial in Syracuse. And they'll reset.
We're going to come back to another takedown. Whoever gets this second takedown, if Tremblay gets it, he'll most likely win the match. If Trotter gets it, they're right back in the game again. And then we have to go down to the third period to find out who wins it. See, last match we had a guy from the Catholic League to be, I think it's only their second state champion the Catholic League's ever had. I think my wife had to look up way back in 1989, was that? No, I put her on the spot here. Geez, my statistician is faulting me here. She's not happy. She's not smiling at me. At 215 pounds, Robert Murphy. In 1986, so that was a while back. I thought that was 89. That's why I asked that way. And they're under a minute. I think both of these young men are about equal. You take that first takedown away from there, and you're going to have an equal match going on.
Tremblay's up by 2 points, now 3-1.
There's that freestyle background. So you try to roll him through. And Tremblay's face looks like he's been in the state tournament. He is. Look at his face. He's been beat up, isn't he? 2 days of wrestling at this competition will make your face look like that. But if he wins, he won't care.
Half minute to go in the period.
Oh, he tried an inside trip and didn't quite make it. And now he's going to, what's going to happen here? Oh, he goes the other way. He gets a takedown. He went forward. He should have went backwards. Now he's trying to go backwards, and it's too late. He went the wrong way. Is he going to make it? Mike Trotter knows this is going to put the game tied up going to third period if he can get it. Oh, good call. Good call. He's right on top of his head for a long time.
Very dangerous, yep. 4 seconds to go, second period. Still 3-1 Tremblay.
I think Mike Tremblay had a takedown there. He just went the wrong direction at that finish. Now we have, they're going to call this a blood timeout or official timeout to fix his headgear.
Got some blood up on the forehead area.
And again, I did think that's his mat burns from all day long. Right here, if he would have came back towards his hips to get the takedown, he would have had the takedown, but he tried to go forward. And you can see how his neck is sitting there bending. And the first job of the referee is safety. The heck with the points. The first job is safety. You can see how Chris Tremblay's been in the battle. That left eye is all beat up. But he sticks it right back in there again. Little black eye for a state title. I think he'd take that black eye every time.
That's what all those months of hard work are for, coming down to the final 8 minutes. And time runs out in the period. And so it remains 3-1 Tremblay in the lead as we start our third period. And we're here in the 125-pound weight class.
I don't know if you noticed that little subtle movement there. He's lined up on the left every time. Then he shifted to the right-hand side just to mess up Trotter a little bit on the top. But looks like it didn't work. It'll be 2 points reversal. Match is tied, 3-3. Trombley's trying to make up his mind. And what do I do? Do I ride him out for a minute and a half and go overtime, or do I let him go and try to take him down?
Trotta in green. Right now deadlocked at 3-3. Down to a minute 16 to go, third period. And they'll have to reset him again here. 125-pound weight class coming up. Josh Ruff, 40-0. Wrestling for the 130-pound championship. That's next.
And we're waiting for the double state champions of 140. That'll be interesting. Both are returning state champs at different weights. Mike Trotter can't quite get him up there high enough to get a Turk in.
Final minute.
If Mike Trotter rides him for this minute and 30 seconds to go overtime, he deserves a win in overtime. That's tough to do when the score is 3-3, state championship. Okay, warning for stalling. The reason why he warning for stalling is because he crawled off the mat to get a new start. You have to wrestle all the time, and he crawled off the mat. That was a good call by Emerson Bauer. Little sit-out turn in, and Trotter's trying to hang on to him, and I don't think he's going to make it. It's going to be 1 point escape. Nope, he come right back in again.
There's the point.
20 seconds to go. The score is 4-3 in favor of Chris Tremblay of Section 7.
13 seconds left. And they go out of bounds. They'll reset again down to 11 seconds. And Tremblay is in the lead by 1.
He shot in the single. He's just going to hang in there for 5 seconds. Trotter's trying to do everything to get him off his leg.
That's it. Chris Tremblay, the champion at 125 out of Section 7.
No smile, just exhaustion. And look at that face. He is one tired young man. That's good sportsmanship. They both hugged there a little bit.
And we'll be back with more coming your way here in the New York State Wrestling Championships. Next up, the 130-pound title on the line. We'll be back right here on the Empire Sports Network. And welcome back to the Onondaga County War Memorial in Syracuse. Up now, the 130-pound championship. There's Chris Horning, Section 3 champion out of Baldwinsville. He's opposing Josh Ruff, the Section 4 title winner out of Bainbridge, Guilford, Afton.
I was talking to one of the Section 3 coaches about Chris Horning, and he says one thing about this young man, he never quits. He never stops. In a quarterfinal match, he was losing, and he took the guy down, put him on his back, and won and went on to the semis. Semifinal match was a little bit different, but he still controlled. You see there, it's attack, attack, attack. He's a young kid. He hasn't been wrestling very long. He's only in 10th grade. A 10th grader to be in the state tournament at 130, which is the upper weight class for him, is hard for him to be there because they have too many seniors to get through. But again, I'll mention that summer wrestling again. He was a silver medalist in freestyle. He also went to the Ocean State Games. He got a first in freestyle there. So the young man being young doesn't mean you can't wrestle.
Ruff, more experienced, a senior. And he's got 2 points.
The difference is about 60 wins here in their overall record. You know, Horning's got an 81-14, and Ruff has 142-11. The paper tells us that Ruff's going to win this match. But I've been watching this Chris Horning for the weekend. I don't think he knows how to lose.
Ruff wants to continue wrestling at Binghamton University. They're going to Division I, coached by Mike Fusilli down there. He's a former state champ, national champ with Ithaca College.
Ithaca College, yeah. They're in a tough time now when they go in Division I. They have to. Their college is not allowed to participate in the national tournament for 2 years. Once this year and once next year. They're trying to make sure that the college will commit themselves to be a Division I team. Chris Horning almost got out there, but Ruff turned around, took him right back down again. Score is still 2-0 with 31 seconds to go in the first period.
Ruff's a 3-time Section 4 champion.
Section 4 is a good section. A couple years ago, they won the state title. That's tough to do when you got a good program like they do down in Section 4. And Chris Horning, as an 8th grader, was a Section 3 finalist. I like how he put down in his bio here. He says other sports and academic awards. He's an honor roll student and just wrestling.
Lives it, sleeps it, but does a little studying somewhere in between.
He's an honor roll student, yes. Coming down, 10 seconds to go, first period. With Josh Ruff winning 2-0 over Chris Horning.
And that's the end of the first period.
Oh, nice little single on Horning's left leg, and just picked it up and transferred his weight the other way to the double leg. Nice takedown by Ruff. Nice, convincing takedown. Ruff chose down to start the second period. Horning says, I might be a 10th grader, but you're going to win this state title for me. You're going to have to work a little bit harder because I'm going to work my tail off.
That's incredible too. You take a look at getting into the state championships with a couple of more years potential to be right back there for Horning.
Especially when you're at 130 pounds being a 10th grader. Yeah, usually those 10th graders in the finals are at 96, maybe 103. Get a little high right in there. That's what Horning wants. Everybody's saying look out for the Peterson, but I think he wants to do that high ride. And out of bounds, back to the center again with Horning on top.
That time they just ran out of mat. Ruff was almost out of there.
Wayne Corral is our mat official for this match, and he is assisted by Bill Stark. Bill Stark is a field official in freestyle. He's an excellent freestyle official along with scholastic style. Horning's got a bottom leg control there, which is going to put Ruff in a little bit of hard position to get his knee out. He got his knee up and out, so now he can fight to see if he can get out of this. That's a nice job by Ruff. Oh, great job by Horning, too. He can right back up on top. Ruff waited for him to come up and then inside switched him. See what Horning does here. Chops him right back down again. Yep, there's the 1 point escape going to be, I think. No, maybe not. Yes, it is. There it is. Now the score is 3-0 in favor of Josh Ruff, Section 4.
.36 seconds to go, second period. This for the championship of the 130-pound weight class.
And a momentary delay there so that Chris Horning can tie his shoe. They have a new freestyle rule. When you walk on the mat to wrestle in freestyle, you have to tape your shoelaces down so they don't come untied anymore. It's a nice shot in there by Ruff. Can he be able to pull the leg in hard enough with 18 seconds to go to get a takedown? Usually when you get him down to the butt, then the next two is coming.
He's got it. 2 more points.
Makes the score 5-0 in favor of Ruff, heading for the third period. And
time runs out of the second. So Josh Ruff takes a 5-0 advantage into the start of our third period.
It's a very similar shot he had last time. This time he just transferred over to the double a little quicker and got Horning to get down on his butt, and therefore when you land on your butt, it's going to be 2 every time because you can't defend yourself. And Ruff is right back on top where he was at the first period, and he's going to try to ride Horning out, ride him out, ride him out. After watching Horning the first couple matches to get himself to the finals here, he is not out of this match at all. The young man will just not stop wrestling. I don't think he knows how to stop wrestling.
Minute and a half remaining.
He's going to get a 2 reversal. Yes, he is.
Chris Horning 2 points. 5-2 now. Josh Ruff up by 3. Ruff gets away to make it 6-2 Ruff.
And Ruff does not need to go into the coast mode here and try to win the state champion with 50 seconds to go. He needs to score one more two-point takedown to ice it up. Because Chris Horning's going to keep on coming at you, at you, at you. There's the shot he needed right there. Can he finish that takedown is the question now. He's sitting in there, he's coasting. Good job. Good job by the official, Wayne Corral. Stalemate, back on the feet. Don't let the clock run out. Excellent job.
Almost turned him. 28 seconds to go.
I think he realized if he just gets one more takedown, this match is over with. You don't want to get thrown for anything at the end. But he can sit right there and just run that clock down, run it down.
They'll restart again. 16 now seconds. 16 to go. Ruff up 6-2.
Nice shot, nice shot. He might get the 2 takedown, but this match is over with. No, he's not even going to get the 2.
That's it. Time runs out. The champion at 1:30, Josh Ruff out of Section 4.
That's Bainbridge Guilford's 2nd state champion of the day.
Section 4 title winner Josh Ruff. Coming up, our 135 class championship. We'll be back with that. You're watching the New York State Wrestling Championships right here on the Empire Sports Network. And time now for the 135 championship. Mike Torriero out of Section 11, and he's opposed by Tom Palladino out of Section 8, 135-pound state championship on the line.
I'm sure these 2 kids had to meet each other. I tell you, Mike Torriero is 37-4. Tom Palladino is 40-0. I think there's going to be a battle.
Should be a great match.
This is going to be a battle. Both seniors.
Section 11, Torriero is in the Navy with the white 11 on his back, Roman numerals, and we're just underway in this match. 1:40 to go, first period.
Oh, nice takedown right to his back. I tell you, with a 5-point lead, this match could be over early. He's going to look like he might even pin him.
He got him.
Yes, he did. Norm Foster slaps the mat. Hey, I thought that was going to be a great match. I guess we were wrong on that one.
Another of those standouts from Section 11, Torriero, the champion with a pin at the 135 weight class. How about that one? First pin of the championship matches.
I thought that was going to be an excellent bout. There is a pancake right to his back. Pulled him back in from getting out of bounds. And the pin happened right there. Referee Norm Foster is going to slap the mat here just momentarily. Outstanding job. Outstanding job.
The first
the
loss
match is over with.
This year for Palladino. Now we're set for the 140-pound championship. And out of section 11, Ryan Maurer. He's a junior, and Maurer opposes Brent Ryder, a senior from Tioga Center High School, section 4.
This is going to be the big match here. Two returning state champions. Maurer last year was at 135. Ryder is still at 140. Maurer has a 36-1 record, where Ryder has a 43-0 record for Brent Ryder.
Ryder and Scarlett from section 4.
Oh, nice counter shot there by Maurer. See how Ryder reached down and control that wrist. That's hard for Maurer to finish his takedown.
And they'll reset. 140-pound championship on the line.
Crowd's still buzzing over the 135-pound match.
Maurer hit up on the forehead or eye area.
Yeah, this got got knocked a little bit. They'll be right back at it again.
Ryder looking to continue his career at Clarion, Penn State, maybe West Virginia. Clarion's had a great program over the years.
Yes, they have. Remember, I was back at the University of Buffalo back in the 70s that Clarion had outstanding. They had 3 national champs on their team at one time. USA Wrestling Magazine had both of these young men ranked in the country. One is 7th and the other one is 9th.
First period, we're scoreless. 40 seconds to go in it. Now to 30 seconds in our first period.
I think we've settled down for that first initial flurry. Oh, is he going to get this out of bounds? Nope. Toes out of bounds. Toes out of bounds. I love that new out of bounds call. If you wrestle in the center, folks, that's what it's for. That was a little bit of a quick shot there. A little bit of a quick shot. 10 seconds. Is he going to get a takedown in 10 seconds? Ryder readjusts his grip down there so he can't get that takedown in 10 seconds.
Nobody got points.
Well, that was close because I think that maybe Maurer might have jumped a whistle there. The only shot we had in the first period was right here to counter. Came and dragged him out of bounds, and we just didn't quite see his toes. You can see these way out of bounds. He's above the knees is fine. The referee's pointing right at the toes being out of bounds. That's a great new takedown rule they put in a couple years ago. 1 point escape for Brent Ryder. Now the score is 1-0 for the Tioga Center young man.
Second period early. Ryder trying to keep Maurer wrapped up.
Both of them look like they have similar styles, similar body build. Oh, almost that inside trip. Almost got him on that. That's the second time we saw that. It's been dragging back inbounds. No, he's not. Oh, nice little jab down to his hip. I don't think he's going to be able to get this takedown unless he works it up. Oh, he did work it up to the waist. And the 2 takedown.
Maurer goes up by a point.
That might be the difference in this match. These two are very, very evenly matched. That takedown might be the difference. I am assuming here with 50 seconds to go that Ryder will get an escape to make the score 2-2 heading into the third period. But I know that Maurer's going to try to ride him out for these 50 seconds. Drop down to the single. You have to finish that, son. Got to move your way up and finish it. Going to go stalemate or stalling, one or the other. First time they usually go stalemate. There's the stalemate. Happens again. The referee might have a few words. Then they'll go to warning for stalling. 38 seconds to go, second period. Tried a little half Granby roll and almost got caught for back points. That side 30 seconds now.
Maurer up by the point, 2-1.
Oh, is he going to get it?
Ryder put him over.
No, that was close. The 1-point escape, though, will be coming here momentarily.
And there it is.
We got the crowders buzzing on that one.
2-2 with 4 seconds to go in the period.
There's a move that he might not have tried on the feet, but since he was on the bottom, if he didn't make it, no loss of control, but he did get his 1-point escape.
So we're even going into the third period.
Soon's Ryder goes to his hip. There's your first takedown of the match. Here's the last move here where he's going to be able to reach over and he's going to shoot down through and cradle him. It didn't quite lock it up right there. You see Maurer's legs had him tied up. If those legs weren't tied up, I think the Ryder would have got takedown and back points there. I think we have a strained back here on Maurer, so he asked for injury time to start the third period. That's his first injury time. Remember, if they go to a second injury time, it's automatically his opponent's choice, which is another new rule they put in, which is a great rule also. It really decreased the injury times tremendously. While we have this injury timeout, Section 11 has obviously sewn up the state title. They have 205 points now, and Section 8 has not progressed at all. And if they're not careful, Section 4 wins this one. They can go to second place from 5th place with their wins tonight because they already have 2 wins, Section 4 does. And Maurer's out in the third period, and he chose a down position.
Here we go, the 140-pound championship on the line. Tied at 2.
I think that's what Ryder wanted to do. I don't think he knew he could not ride him for 2 minutes. So therefore, basically, he tried to ride him a little bit, see what he's made of, and then basically let him go. He said, okay, score is 3-2 in favor of Maurer. I have 1 minute and 50 seconds to take him down to win this match. Instead of riding him, have him escape at the end and then lose it 3-2. So that's a good decision.
Ryder tried to slip in behind him, couldn't.
I think that Brent Ryder's going to open it up now. That was a good job by Maurer. Is he going to get out of downs if he's got to tie up the other leg? He's got to tie up the other leg. If he doesn't tie up the other leg, it's no points. And the trouble here is the clock is running, the clock is running. There we go.
1:06 to go in this one. 3-2. Maurer, a point lead.
There's the caution. The referee, I think the referee got him that time. He knew he took the quick shot, so that time he waited a little bit to make sure it was going to be a fair, honest start and cost him a caution. But you get 2 cautions before the third one comes to give a penalty point, so that's a good job by Maurer. There's no panic in Brett Ryder at all right at this moment. He has 50 seconds to go. When he gets down to 15 or 20, you watch the activity pick up. Oh, another inside trip. Didn't miss it. Oh, duck under. He's gonna get this one maybe. No, he's not. They're both fighting. They know this is the match right here.
Half minute to go.
Match.
Ryder trying to lock him up. 24 seconds left.
Maurer's got that nice deep wizard on there. This is taking too long. Yep. Clock ran down too much for Ryder.
.43-0 record on the line for Brent Ryder. 12 seconds left.
Tried to throw him and didn't make it, but you had to do something. You had to try to win the match.
Maurer gets 2 more.
And Section 11 wins another one. The battle of the 2 state champions.
Ryan Maurer, the champion from Section 11. That puts his record on the year 37-1, including the state championship at the 140-pound division. A reminder of the rights to this broadcast have been provided and granted by the New York State Public High School Athletic Association Incorporated, representing over 1,500 secondary schools across the state of New York, and the more than 500,000 boys and girls who participate annually in New York State Public High School Athletic Association sponsored athletic competition. Any rebroadcast or republication of the programming without the written consent of the New York State Public High School Athletic Association is strictly prohibited. We'll be back with more coming away from Syracuse, the New York State Wrestling Championships. You're watching them right here on the Empire Sports Network.
The New York State High School Wrestling Championships are brought to you by New York Lotto. Will you be ready if it happens to you?
New York State Wrestling Championships here in Syracuse at the Onondaga County War Memorial were set for the 145-pound competition. Jesse Jansen, undefeated, 40-0 against Ben Morchek out of Section 3.
We haven't even got all the words out of our mouth. It's 2-0 in favor of Jansen, which is 1 point escape. This makes the score 2-1. This is the one, there's a few matches everybody's waiting to see. This is one of them. Another 2-point takedown by Jesse Jansen. Jesse Jansen, by coming to the finals, winning the semis yesterday, really, he became the first New York State wrestler in history to place in 6 New York State tournaments. Now he's trying to become the first to win 4 state titles. 3 back points, which makes the score 7-1 in favor of Jansen.
Jansen has been incredible since his first day in junior high.
He's only lost 3 matches in his career, and he finished twice in the States in 7th and 8th grade. I don't know what his other loss was. That's 2 of his 3 losses.
He's up 9-1 with 1:07 to go. We're just in the first period.
Of his 40 wins this year, 32 of them were by pins, and 3 of them came this weekend. He had 1 minute the first match. In the quarterfinals, he had a 47-second pin, and in the semifinals, he had a 101 pin.
Jansen looking to go to either Hofstra or Harvard, and a 3.2 grade point average. Great student, too.
That makes the score now 12-1. He just keeps attacking. You don't have a chance to set anything up. That's what makes him so great.
Morchek's lost just once this year. That shows you what an incredible wrestler Jansen is.
Look at his record is 140-20. We're not talking about somebody that's a slouch. He has 40 wins also, and 31 of them are by pins.
Half minute to go, first period. 12-1, Jesse Jansen.
I think Morchek is going to say, if you're going to beat me, it's not going to be in the first period like everybody else. We're going to fight our way here and get to the second period. Nope, he's not.
10 seconds left, first period.
Well, that makes the score 15-1. But you
points.
got to beat him by 15. That's only 14. So we're going to go to the second period. I would choose, here's his first takedown, little duck under and right down, great job. You see how Jansen goes right to the attack to the front? He's going to turn him over right there in the beginning after that first takedown. I think that's a good decision by Ben Morchek. He says, all right, you've been killing me everywhere else. This is the match is over with here. 1 point escape, technical fall, the match is over with. 4-time state champion. New York's first 4-time state champion.
Jesse Jansen.
Standing ovation. History in the making, folks. A lot of pressure in that young man. Handled it very well all weekend. There's the run up to his coach. Great job. New York State's first 4-time New York State champion.
Jesse Jansen, the winner at 145. More in the high school championships coming up next on the Empire Sports Network. Here we go to the 152-pound weight class. Mike Petrovic is representing Section 11 against Joe Mazurko. And Mazurko is in the Columbia color blue. Section 1.
Again, I'm getting repetitive, but two outstanding records. 37-0 and 39-1. Between the two of them, they got 76 wins and 1 loss. Crowd is still buzzing over Jansen's technical fall that made him the first 4-time New York State champion. And in unison, everybody stood up and gave him a standing ovation. In unison, that was outstanding by the crowd too.
Both these kids considering Hofstra to continue their wrestling careers. Also Ryder in the running for Petrovic.
And they're just feeling each other out this first match. I think this is the first two that hadn't taken a shot right on the whistle. Somebody usually does. As I speak, there's a shot.
Petrovic also all-league in football.
Mazurko's in on a nice single. But he's going to have trouble finishing here.
Scoreless, 52 seconds to go, first period. 152-pound championship.
Our referee in this match is Dave Essex. Our assistant referee is Emerson Bauer again. And it's kind of, the crowd is still buzzing over the last match, and we have not very much going on here in this match.
"16 seconds to go in the period. Nobody's put a point on the board yet.
Well, except for that one shot by Mazurko. That's, whoops, they're coming right at us, folks. 6 seconds to go, 5 seconds to go in the first period. Mazurko's the only one that's made any type of attempt at a takedown, that one single leg takedown.
And that ends the period. 0-0 heading to the second.
Grease choice. Mazurko defers. And Petrovic takes down. Starting of the second period. And 1 point escape. I wonder if we're going to have a minute and 57 seconds of what we had last period.
Petrovic gets the first point of the match. 1-0 early second period. Section 11 getting 8 wrestlers to the finals.
And I don't think they haven't lost one yet, have they?
No.
Another great shot by Mazurko, and Petrovic is holding him off, Stalemate. Bring it back on the feet again.
1-0. Mike Petrovic, undefeated coming in, 37-0, looking for a state championship.
Petrovic was ranked number 2 in the state coming into the state tournament. And Mazurko was ranked number 3. Petrovic beat the number 1 ranked guy in the semifinals to get to the finals. Them have 2 and 3 go together. That's the trouble with this non-seeding, but you can't do it any other way. You can't seat, somebody from Long Island compared to Albany area to Western New York to find out who's the best on the seating committee. So the best way to do it is they rotate it, and it's fair for all. Sometimes you don't have the best matchups in the finals. I'm not saying this case of these two guys here. I'm not saying that.
35 seconds to go in the period.
Well, we'll see these guys next year because both of these are juniors with 1 more to go. Mazurko's in on another single leg takedown.
15 seconds to go in the period. No reset.
I think we're going to have the referee is going to take charge of this match, I think, just because the score is 1-0. It's not that either one of them are overly stalling. I'm not saying that. They need some action here.
And we close down the second. Still a 1-0 lead for Mike Petrovic, representing Section 11 out of Islip.
And Mazurko's choice, he chooses down. He has to choose down because the score is 1-0 for Petrovic. Is he going to try to ride him a little bit? Yes, no, we didn't do it. And now we're back to 1 minute and 55 seconds of the same thing here.
Evened out now, 1-1.
Oh, a little duck under. I think Mazurko is going to get this takedown. Maybe not. Oh, he shouldn't have left the tight waist. He dropped to the ankle, and now he might not get it. But he's in front where before he's behind. He needs to go forward to get away from the edge, or there'll be no takedown here. He's out of bounds. I don't know what he's thinking of. At least you turn inbounds and grab the ankle and try to get the two cheap takedown out of bounds.
It was a good position, but just couldn't finish it off.
He should have stayed behind him. I understand why he's traded off a little bit, but he should have stayed behind. First time he's really had a hold of him.
1-1 the score. 1:13 to go. Our third period.
Usually what happens here when Mazurko's made the 4 outstanding deep shots, and Petrovic is counting them. There's shot number 5. All of a sudden at the end, you give up the 2 cheap ones because the other guy hasn't made the shot yet, and he takes you down because you're not ready. Inside a minute. This one may be destined for overtime.
Haven't seen an overtime yet in the championship round.
Well, we got to have at least one before the evening's over with. Here, another great shot. Is he going to get it this time? Take him to the center of the mat, son. Get away from the edge.
30 seconds to go. 30 seconds for a championship right now.
Out of bounds. Petrovic just can't get in on him. He just can't, making some shots, but he just can't get in that defense. Well, Mazurko's made some outstanding deep shots, and there's another one. This one's going to happen on the buzzer. Is he going to get this one on the buzzer?
5 seconds.
Oh, it's going to be close. I don't think so. No.
They couldn't finish it. So they go to the extra session.
2 minutes, sudden victory.
1-1 into overtime.
First point to scores win the match. And if they go another 2 minutes without a takedown, then they go to the 30-second sudden death part. And there they will have a winner out of that. Oh, he's going to go out the back door. 2, takedown. No, he's got to get above the knees. He did not get above the knees.
Petrovic out of Section 11, the dark navy blue, representing Suffolk County.
That match was almost over.
1:20 to go, overtime.
I think Mazurko's just getting flustered here a little bit. He's in on all these great shots. He just can't get the takedown. Going out the back door again, but didn't quite make it that time. He's going to call stalemate one more time. You can see the way his referee's leaning there. Dave Essex is the referee. Emerson Bauer is his assistant. One more stalemate, 49 seconds to go.
Overtime session, deadlocked at 1.
He just can't get into that shot. Looks like to me like the 30-second sudden death is coming up real big. Oh, okay. tried his strategy different, trying to attack the top end instead of the bottom end.
26 seconds to go overtime.
Both of them let each other go on the 1-point escape. So it's going to be interesting to who's going to be able to choose down here and see if they can get out with 30 seconds. Oh, going to take injury time.
152-pound weight class.
I didn't see what happened there. Maybe he jammed his shoulder or something. I didn't see it. Let's see what happened. Find out what happened to his shoulder here. No, I didn't see anything what happened there. Maybe he just wanted to catch a little bit of a breather. Okay, we have 7 seconds to go in this 2 minutes of sudden victory. Nobody's going to score a point here. Now we go to a 30-second flip of the coin. One person would choose down. If he gets out, he wins the match.
It's over.
If the other guy rides him for the 30 seconds, then he wins the match. Something will happen here. Now they got to wait to set the clock for 30 seconds.
Joe Mazurko is going to be on the bottom representing Section 1. Patrovic of Section 11 on top here.
We're just running the clock down, waiting for the clock to get to 30 seconds. It's at 41. Unfortunately, we need better clocks there. The Dextronic clock doesn't do that, though.
That's the longest countdown in those
I know.
kids' lives. Huh?
Here we go. Mazurko's down. Something's going to happen here. 30 seconds. Bottom guy gets out, he wins. Top guy rides him, he wins. Oh, that was locking hands. That was like 1 point escape.
Mazurko.
Joe Mazurko. 2-1 overtime. That was 1 point locking hands anyway, so it worked out all right.
Joe Mazurko, the champion at 152. More of the New York State Wrestling Championships coming up right here on the Empire Sports Network. Now we're set for the 160-pound New York State Wrestling Championships. Mike Douglas out of Section 7, 28-2, set to go to work against Jeff Piana. And Piana carries an unbeaten record in out of Section 11.
This has the making of an outstanding match also. 28-2 and 34-0 are not shabby at all. This is Section 7's second finalist. They usually have a little bit of trouble getting in the finals. They have a couple of them this year.
Just underway, the championship at the 160-pound class. You're watching the Empire Sports Network, New York State Wrestling Championships, coming your way from the Onondaga County War Memorial in Syracuse.
And both of them had to work a little bit to get to the finals. Douglas won his first match 3-1. Then in the quarterfinals, he pinned this guy in the first period at 159. That really helped him out. Oh, almost. That could have been 2 takedown. That was close over there on the edge. Then in the semis, he won the match 10-2. They got him in the finals against Piana. Found out first match he had a bye, so that made it a little bit easier on him. The second match, he had a hard-fought match, and he won that 4-2. Then in the semis, he won that one 5-4. A little tougher route to get to the finals than Douglas did. And this is another Section 11 competitor.
Piana driving Douglas off the mat. They'll reset.
Piana's ranked number 1 coming into the state finals and the state rankings. And he upheld that. He's in the finals where he should be. And Douglas was ranked number 5 coming into the finals this evening. And he is a 3-time Section 7 champion.
That's how it looks Matt level from the coaching corner.
Camera right over to coach's shoulder. Get the look as they do. Oh, nice deep shot by Pinata. 2, takedown. Nice deep shot that was.
Jeff Piana takes the 2-0 edge. 9 seconds to go, first period. Off the reset as they go out of bounds.
Douglas done a little bit of wrestling. He was down under an international tournament in Australia champion. And he also was a New York State freestyle champion, where Pinata was a silver medalist in the Empire State Games. Again, I'm not sure if that was freestyle or Greco. He doesn't say which one it is, but both of them have that summer freestyle and Greco matches.
Talk about how dedicated they are. Both put down just wrestling for what they do.
Exactly. Any other sports or award, just wrestling. Boy, there was hanging on, because he knew there was only a second to go. End of the first period, 2-0. Nice deep shot. Picked up both legs, drove him right to his back. And probably anybody else except for a state finalist, he might have got back points on that. But state finals, you don't get those 2 cheap back points.
There's an escape.
Jack Pinata had down, so now he's ahead 3-0 on that 1-point escape.
Just underway, second period. And this is for the championship at 160.
We're talking about that freestyle wrestling. It's not so much as the freestyle, it's the wrestling in the off season. You see so many competitors nowadays, all the ones in the finals basically, they have to do that to keep up with the other guy. Big tournament next week coming up, the Mohawk Valley tournament, Canastota. The week after that's New York Super 6 tournament. That's at Niagara Community College. The week after that is off a week, then right back to the Northeast Regionals and so on. There's tournaments every weekend.
They may meet again soon, too.
Oh, they might meet again soon. They probably will in the New York State Freestyle Championships. It qualifies them for the Junior Nationals.
1:03 to go, second period. Piana in the lead, 3-0.
They have that weekend off there in March because that's the high school national tournament in Pittsburgh that weekend off in the freestyle stuff to make sure all the kids have a chance to go down to Pittsburgh. Boy, that's an outstanding tournament. You just take all those state champions and runner-ups. In our case, we only have one state champion, which is another lecture all on its own. You know, a lot of good kids stay home, unfortunately, in New York State. So we get to send our top 4 competitors to the national tournament.
38 seconds to go, second period. Still 3-0, Jeff Piana.
And they're both jockeying along the side of the edge over here. I think looks like they're just trying to coast out this period. They get to the third period, nothing's fly again. Oh, there's that deep shot again, but go to the well once, you're going to get me. Go to the well twice, and you're not going to make it. So Douglas knew how to counter that one right away. I don't think Piana was trying to take him down there. I just think it's trying to control the match to make sure that Douglas didn't take him down.
4 seconds left.
That's what he gets for relaxing there with 4 seconds to go.
He did relax.
Yeah, he relaxed. He knew the clock was up.
So we go to the third period, 3-0. Jeff Piana representing Section 11, and he'll be on top with Mike Douglas. Justin Gray out of Section 7 on the bottom.
Most guys let people go here and go back on their feet again. But I think that Jack Pinata realizes if I ride him out for 2 minutes, I'm going to win this match 3-0. If I let him go and he takes me down, it could be tied up. So I'm going to ride him as long as I can. Lessen his chance to be taken down and go overtime. He's probably going to try to ride him down inside of a minute and then take his chances in the last minute. Hope he got out. Good job.
There's a point. Mike Douglas now 3-1.
Now it comes down to that takedown again. I don't know if Douglas has that good deep shot to take Pinata down. You don't want to start backing off the mat, Piana. There you go. Good job. Circle in. Referees don't like that, especially when you're winning. There's a minute to go. It's going to be close. What's going to happen here? 2 takedowns.
5-1
This match
now.
is over. 45 seconds to go. Score is 5-1. Favor of Jack Piana. Sometimes you got to extend yourself a little bit when you know you're in trouble and one guy's superior over another position on you.
25 to go in the match. Down to 20.
Out of bounds, 17 seconds to go.
4-point advantage. Jeff Piana out of Section 11, and they are having an incredible tournament here in the state championships.
Oh, he caught him there and jammed him to make sure he didn't give up any points. 5 seconds to go. Another state champion for Section 11.
5-1 the final as Jeff Piana wins the 160-pound championship.
As referee Reggie Jones raises Jack Piana's hand.
Coming up, the 171 battle. We'll be back with that right here with more from the Onondaga County War Memorial in Syracuse on the Empire Sports Network. And welcome back, where it's time now for the 171-pound championships. And that's a shot of Ken Barkman out of Johnson City High School, Section 4. He'll battle Bill Prince out of Frewsburg. And Prince representing Section 6, undefeated 43-0 record.
Last year's New York State champion at 171. He's the last and 5th remaining state champion who was here. 2 of them repeated because the other one lost in the finals to one of the state champions. And the first little flurry, out of bounds they go.
Barkman, a great all-around athlete, excels in baseball, all-state running back.
When you have the talent, you have the talent. You're multi-talented in a lot of sports. I don't think Ken Bachman cares if Bill Prince is the returning state champion or not.
Both undefeated this season. Barkman 28-0 with Prince 43-0.
I've watched Bill Prince wrestle a lot over the years. He's a 4-time Section 6 champion, but it's more fun watching his father, the coach. There he is. As soon as I said it, up he comes. His father is fun to watch in that corner. You watch something that gets a close match. He is up on his feet, very animated. Bill Prince at one time this year, oh, nice deep double leg takedown, ankle trip, oh, nice whizzer and limp arm. That's a nice flurry right there. Now Prince is trying to dump him to his back, and Bachman keeps a whizzer, he says, you're not going to get it. Oh, that's an outstanding flurry by both competitors right there. That was outstanding. Listen to the crowd cheering. They realize that was a great job by both competitors. Great job.
Nobody able to score a point.
At one time this year, Bill Prince, who was undefeated, was ranked #1 in the country in USA Wrestling Magazine. At the same time, in the semifinals, he wrestled Nick Henson from Fulton, who was also ranked #1 in the country at that weight class. Both of them have been ranked off and on all year long, and they met in the semifinals. And Prince absolutely destroyed Henson with a technical fall, 15-0 in the semifinals, which was unbelievable with two kids that are of that caliber. And Bachman is ranked 6th in New York State.
That ends the first period, 0-0. There's the coach again. He's probably more nervous than his son.
Oh, you wait till probably should have had a camera on him in that deep shot. That was a great double leg. Limp arm right to a takedown, but he came right back with the wizard again, Bachman did. That was outstanding. What a flurry that was. The crowd even recognized it, and they clapped. Now we're back live again where Prince is on top and Bachman chose down to start the second period. This is where Prince is tough. Prince is tough on top. He's a horse. University of Buffalo recognized that, and they signed him the early signing way back, and I think it's October they can do that early signing at the Division I's. Here's a nice picture of Bill Prince. It's a case where they have the wizard there. Oh, he went to a wizard to a half. Is he going to be able to crank him? No, but he came back up on top again. So Prince is still in control with 1:25 left to go in the second period. Bachman's got Prince's bottom leg there. That was interesting. Out of bounds, no loss of control. I think the Johnson City coach,
there he is,
Pete Capone, was animated on that one. Wanted the 1-point escape.
Pete's also a dentist. Dentist in the Triple Cities area, along with coaching the JC Wildcats wrestling team.
Dave Warren is the mat official on this one, and the assistant official is Mike Letcher. They're down inside of a minute. This is where, like I said, this is where Prince is tough. He'll just tighten you down, wear you down, wear you down. You might get an escape on him, but when you stand up, you're going to be tired. And that's what Prince's whole thing is. He's just tough, downright Studley. He just keeps forcing, forcing, forcing. He has a reverse cradle here. I don't know if he wants to be in that position or not. There, he popped it back up, went back to the regular tight waist again. He's down to 30 seconds. Dave Warren, the official here, I know he's very, very fast on his stalling calls. And Prince needs to be aware of that. Every time Bachman stands up, Prince knocks him right back down again. Oh, he's trying to get a cradle on their side again. Oh, he changed his mind back to a bar.
Still no score.
No
Closing
score.
seconds of the second period.
Knocks him right back down again.
And it comes to the close. Period number 2, 0-0. Kenny Barkman and Bill Prince coming down to the final period here.
Prince shows down in the third period. Has to. Scores 0-0. 1-point escape puts him in the lead. And he's going to work this and work this and work this, try to see if he can get a 2-point reversal. Oh, he's got him deep. He's got Bachman deep. The way the last period went, if he gets this reversal, this match could be over with. No, I thought he was going to get it there. He didn't get the reversal. I think they're going to go to a stalemate. Yep. Took 27 seconds off the clock. Good picture of Bill Prince getting down and getting set. I think Prince is going to get out. He controlled that first escape. There he is right back up again. Almost locking hands, almost locking hands. There's the reversal. The way that second period went, this match should be over. It looks like to me like Ken Bachman's head's down and he's just getting flustered. He's trying that weak Granby roll again.
Minute 14 to go.
Both of them are undefeated, 28-0 and 43-0.
171-pound championship on the line.
There's that quick whistle, warning stalling, top man. I don't know if I totally agree with that. If anything, I think both of them are stalling. It's funny how sometimes we just call, Peterson roll, look out. Did that Granby to a Peterson. This could be real questionable. Oh, we got the 2 reversal back again. I thought the way that Prince rode him the first period that there was no way that Bachman was going to get out.
Kenny Barkman on the reversal, 2-2.
Did that Granby. Well, he's going to take injury time. Took that Granby roll and turned it in almost to a Peterson. So Prince was smart by just fighting to make sure he only gave up 2 and no back points with it. We're looking over to Ken Bachman. Looked like he hurt his knee in that little bit of a flurry over there. This is the end of the reversal. We didn't quite get to see the Granby roll on the way to the reversal, and that gave him the 2 points. And he hurt his knee in there somewhere along that line.
I don't think get any more evenly matched.
Oh,
Barkman 28-0, Prince 43-0. Both were football all-state backs. I mean, they're just about very identical to what they've done in their high school career.
I think Bachman's going to take all the injury he can get. He's trying to recover here and mentally ride this 51 seconds here.
His coach, Pete Capone, for Barkman earlier said just go nuts.
Yep. There's just going to get 2 points again. I'm not sure. It depends how that leg is tied up in there. They should call this stalemate a little bit quicker. Hanging on, hanging on. Now we're down to 37 seconds. I'll say the same thing I said at the beginning of this period. Prince is going to get out. I'll say it one more time. Now I think the match is over with. I said that before, I realized.
Prince up by 2 with
the only problem we have
left.
here is the referee calling the stallings here.
Prince in the lead by 2, down to 15 seconds.
I think that little half right there saved him a little bit because the referee probably would call him. You don't want to let him go, Mr. Prince. There you go. 5 seconds. A 2-time New York State champion Bill Prince from Fleusburg, New York.
Bill Prince at 171 pounds, New York State high school champion, defeating Ken Barkman. And both coming in undefeated. Prince gets another state championship. We'll be back with more coming your way in the New York State Wrestling Championship still to come. Some of the big sizes, Matthew Dodino and Brian Steele next, right here on the Empire Sports Network. And back at Syracuse, here we go to the 189-pound class. Matthew Dodino out of Section 8, dressed in green, will go up against Section 2's Brian Steele. Steele, a junior, and an undefeated record coming into the state championship match.
There's that quick shot off the whistle. A lot of competitors do that. The first one that makes that shot, oh, not quite. Almost had the takedown, and he's going to get it now. Yes, 2 takedown. Favor of Matt Dodino. And 1 point escape makes the score 2-1. Brian Steele at least scored his first point.
Dodino headed to Hofstra on a full scholarship.
33-0, 133-11. That could help out the scholarship opportunity. Makes the score now 4-2. One more takedown and one more escape added to the score. Brian Steele, a little cheap little high crotch in there, and he's going to get the takedown. No, great job by Dodino facing him. Dino had his hands full in the semis, came down to criteria. He held on Matt Chimera from Section 6 for a, Chimera, for criteria 4-4.
2 more Dodino, and it's now 6-2 in favor of Section 8's Matt Dodino.
All right. Dodino beat Kyle Seminara 4-4 criteria, held him down for the 30 seconds.
On the escape now 6-3, down to 32 seconds to go in our first period with the edge by 3 is Matt Dodino.
Now we have injury time. I'm not sure which one it is. That must be blood time. Okay. Blood time for Brian Steele. Where Steele had a little more easier time of it in the semis. He won his match 10-5.
Steele out of Hudson Falls, a junior.
This is one of the opportunities where the state ranking people got it right. Dodino was ranked number 1 and Steele is ranked number 2 coming into the state tournament this weekend. And here they are in the finals together. We had a nosebleed over there, it looks like. And every time you see blood on the mat, you have to instantly stop it, take care of it, send the competitors back out, which delays a lot of time. Like how the coach puts it in or slaps him in the face, wakes him up a little bit, and sends him back out.
Just if he wasn't paying enough attention, he is now.
He is now, that's correct. And back to it again. It's 32 seconds to go in the period. The score is 6-3 in favor of Matt Danino.
20 seconds to go, opening period. This for the 189-pound championship.
I think they're just coasting it out here to get the end of the period. I think Brian Steele's going to have trouble getting in on Matt Danino. He's got a nice offense there that keeps him from getting in deep.
It's the end of the first. And Danino up 6-3, representing Section 8.
It's Danino's choice. He defers. And that makes Steele's choice. Oh, the coaches said defer, but he said down. Okay, that messed me up there. All three coaches are together, go defer, and then he chose down. 1 point escape for Matt Danino. Makes the score now 7-3. You get 3 takedowns in a state final, usually this match is over with. That tells you that one kid is definitely better than the other. I wanted to see what Brian Steele would do on top, and he had a little bit of trouble on top there. Another high crotch, good change off, japs him down, 2 points. Nice job. We work on that a lot at the college.
And there's an escape.
My 165-pounder has done that so well. Little knee pick, high crotch, and japs him right down to his butt. 2 takedowns.
9-4 now.
Going to be another takedown. Here it comes. 2 for Green. Going to be a takedown clinic here. 11-4. And 1 point escape.
He takes him down, lets him escape, just keep
Every time he does it, he gets 1 more point. 1 more point. 1 more point. Now the score. Now he's up by 6. Makes the score 11-5. Well, that's Steele's only shot he's made because he's flustered, and that really wasn't a great shot. So Danino took him down very easy just by sidestepping him. 1 point escape. 13-6 in favor of Matt Danino. I think it's 6. The scoreboard reads 13-5, but I thought it was 11-5 before, so I'm not exactly sure.
Should be 6.
Should be 6. I think he's got 6 escapes. Scoreboard still reads 13-5, but I'm sure it's 13-6.
Closing seconds here of our second period. This for the 189-pound championship.
And we're closing up the second period. Score is 13-6 in favor of Matt Danino.
So here we go to the third period. The battle for the 189-pound championship state crown coming up.
He just sidestepped Steele on that shot and just took him down at will. I think Steele lost his frustration there. He's trying to do anything he can to get a takedown. He just can't do it.
Lets him go.
That's where Danino just lets him go again. Now makes the score 13-7. But the scoreboard's still off by 1, but all the little kids around the side, all these little tiny 7- and 8-year-old, 12-year-old kids have got the score right, but the scorekeeper on the table's got it wrong.
Danino keeps doing what he's doing. It may not matter.
I think the assistant official is going to go over and get the other officials on the table. No, he got the injury time clock. I think it's blood time again. And that can make the day get real long if everybody has blood time, because that's a 5-minute blood time, where injury time is, I think in high school, is 2 minutes. I'm not sure. It might be a minute and a half. Okay, he's got there, and everybody's all on the same page now. Everybody has 13-7.
Let's take a look at how that injury occurred.
Okay, I think he just cross-faced him a little bit, and his nose plug fell out from the bleeding the last time, so he just had to pick up the nose plug, clean him up a little bit, put the nose plug back in, and I think what they're doing over there, they're just biding their time because 5-minute injury time, you know, he's doing nothing by wiping that off. He's just trying to get him back out there again, trying to get his head together a little bit because he's down by 6 points.
So far, 6 champions out of Section 11. Man,
and there's one more to go.
What a meet, huh?
Brian Steele just has trouble getting in on Matt Didino, getting in there to set up his shot. He's constantly countering. And that's a credit to Matt Didino, because he's just keeping him on the defense. All Matt Didino has to do now is just make sure he doesn't get cute with this. Just keeps him straight shots, take him down. And the New York State Championship will be his. Approximately 1 minute to go in the match. Stalemate, they're back on the feet again. And now they have to fix their headgear and get back up.
Last match out, Bill Prince from Frewsburg, winning his title at 171, beating Ken Barkman from Johnson City, Section 4.
And that was Prince's second state championship. I guess that's going to be overshadowed a little bit by Jansen's 4-time state championship.
16-1 victory over Ken Morchek, 145-pound class. I don't think Jansen even broke a sweat. He was incredible.
The referees need to converse here a little bit. They talk about that scissor or figure four. That's what they're talking about. Scissor or figure four in a neutral position, which is going to create a point. Yes, it does. He was just a little uncertain there between the scissor or figure four. You cannot figure four ahead in a neutral position. It's dangerous.
14-7 with Didino, a huge lead here and time running out.
I think he's going to shoot one more takedown just to make himself feel good. Now, Steele made the shot, so therefore Didino's not going to shoot at all anymore.
2 seconds. That's it. The champion at 189, Matt Didino. Didino out of Franklin Square, New York, stays unbeaten and wins a state title in doing so. We'll have more coming your way. The New York State High School Wrestling Championships direct from Syracuse. You're watching the action on the Empire Sports Network. And here we go, back at Syracuse, New York State Wrestling Championships, and it's time for the 215-pound category. Dan Sable, 34-0, representing Section 11, and he will face Anthony Antoniitis, who is out of Section 8, 37-1 this season.
Well, I've watched both of them during the day, and both of them are powerful young men. Sable's a little calm, cool. He's the one I think favored to win it. He's got an honorable mention national ranking. A number of our New York competitors were nationally ranked coming into this state tournament, and he was one of them. Antoniitis is ranked 6th, but he beat the #1 ranked guy in New York State. That's the reason why he's in here in the finals. Congratulations to Anthony Antoniitis.
Sable in blue out of Section 11. Just underway here, first period.
And they'll go out of bounds and come back in the middle again.
Antoniitis also plays lacrosse, while Sable, outstanding at all-county nose guard in football and stand out in track also as a shot putter.
We had a number of 8 and 11 guys in the finals together here. I wonder how many of them competed against each other in different tournaments down there on Long Island.
No score.
Coming down to a minute left in the first period. Dan Sable come right out and made that first initial shot. Antonitis got behind him. Is he going to get the takedown? That's the question. Now the referee needs to look at the line there. Emerson Bowser's the referee tonight. And the whistle, no, they stepped on the lines. That's why they make lines, folks. Dave Gretzel is his assistant. That's why they work together to try to help each other out. Dave Sable is the favorite one in this match. He is, like I said, ranked in the country. He is also a cadet national freestyle champion. He's a national champion, the cadet. Cadets are the 15 to 16-year-olds. And he took 5th here last year in the state tournament. He a 2-time Section 11 champ. Emerson's telling him, get in the center here. Stay in the center, folks.
Sable's at 27 pins this year. Antonitis 29 in his matches.
Well, Antonitis, I can see why. Everything's underhook. Pick him up and tries to turn him one way or another right to his back. I bet she's turned a lot of guys with those double underhooks right to his back. That ends the first period, 0-0.
Still to come, the 275-pound championship. Alva Conklin and Matt Tarullo will go at it coming up.
And Dave Sable has chosen down to start the second period. With a score of 0-0, it's important for him to get that 1-point escape. And there it is, 1-0. A little poke in the eye. That's good by the referee. Just stops, checks him out to make sure he's okay. Get on the marks, let's go. No injury time. And get right back at it again. Referee did a nice job with that. I don't think either one of them had a real deep shot here. As the match goes on, to get a little bit more hesitant,
Early second period, minute and a half to go in it.
I think Zabel might get called for stalling here if he's not careful. Oh, that saved him. Nice little counter out of bounds. That saved him. Antonitis changed his attack there a little bit. Tried to go up on top. Didn't seem to help him much. Goes right back to the underhooks. And Zabel right to the backing over to the edge. But I'll give him this. He's smart. When he gets over there, he always makes a little tiny shot to make sure the referee doesn't warn him for stalling. Well, I think they need to warn one of them, and I think the one that's going to be warned is Dan Zabel. Oh, not with an attack like that out of bounds. Even though I think he wanted to warn him, he just does a little bit to get himself out of trouble.
40 seconds to go, second period, still 1-0. With Sable the only point so far in this championship match at 2:15.
Not much happening here but brute strength. Well, I guess they just found out why Antonitis doesn't shoot very often. That wasn't a great shot there.
20 seconds to go in the period.
Zabel changed his act. Outside bounced a little bit. Tried to make a shot. Then right back to the underhooks again. Zabel pushed him out of bounds one time. I think that Zabel's been pushed out of bounds every time. I think in that case he was warned for stalling right there, but I think the other guy should have been warned for stalling. There he's backing up again. you know red's going to be called for stalling in the next period. You know that's going to happen.
End of the second period. Here we go to the third. On the line, the 215-pound state championship. Right now, Dan Sable has a 1-0 advantage over Anthony Antoniadis.
Zabel's going to try to hold him down here. He is a big, strong young man. One-point escape.
Or even.
Got to tell the young man over there in that scoreboard.
Look out.
When they run, take the board with them.
Look out.
They're over there laughing and smiling. That's the first shot we've seen by either competitor. I think Dan Zabel's getting smart here. He knows that Anthony was called for stalling there at one time, and he's trying to make some shots to get another stalling call. I think that's what he's trying to do.
Minute 8 to go, third period. 1-1 score.
Injury time. Dan Sable. I think that's going to help Antoniadis, because now the coaches have a chance to talk with him and try to work on a strategy here.
Sable.
They're over there. His nose bleeding, his lip is bleeding, his ankle's hurting, and he's breathing real heavy.
Dan Sable considering continuing his education and wrestling career at Stony Brook, St. John's also. And Antoniadis possibly going to Cobleskill, Morrisville, Cortland State.
We have a long injury time over there, a cramp in the leg. It's one of those cases where I don't think the leg is cramped at all. I think it's a case where they just want to get a little bit of breather to finish this last minute and 8 seconds out. That's great camera angle. Yeah. I think he wants to stop his injury time, now start blood time. That's what happened. I seen the referee start his wristwatch. He stopped the injury time, and now he's on blood time. Injury time's only a minute and a half. Blood time is 5 minutes. This match was boring enough and pushing and shoving.
These kids have had some kind of weekend. I mean, they got to be a lot of just adrenaline now going.
Oh, yes. Trouble is now, when both of them stop like that, look how they're glistening. When they sit down like that, they sweat. So now it's real hard to get a hold of each other now. Score is 1-1. And typical heavyweight match. You know, now they moved a little bit here. They both had a breather, and they moved a little bit.
1 minute, third period.
I've only seen one shot so far. Oh, says I've had enough of that. I'll just throw you out of bounds. I don't know if as a referee I get in the way of that.
Not with the size of those guys.
Yeah.
46 seconds to go, third period. 1-1 the score.
I think we're going overtime in this one. Unless one of them gets flustered and takes a bad shot and the other guy scores a cheap takedown. Otherwise, we're going overtime. And the way they've been going on the feet, they'll probably go to double overtime. That's the closest we got to a takedown, is right there. Oh, geez. Referee had a chance, had to break that chance too. Wish he should have. There's only 26 seconds left. He's supposed to, but that's the closest thing we've had to a takedown. Hear the crowd behind us yelling, boring, boring. Right now, I don't think either one of them extend themselves at all. There you go. He had a warn red for stalling. Had to, because now when you get in overtime, you warn them both for stalling, give up a point, then they can go to double overtime before without ending the period.
2
2 seconds.
Yep.
Overtime.
This for the 215-pound championship. And we go to OT.
Both of them don't look like they're in the peak of conditioning here, do they? I'll see if I can get my crystal ball out here a lot. I think what's going to happen about the 1 minute mark, 1:15 mark, the referee's going to warn them both for stalling and take it to the double overtime, which is the sudden death part. Not if Zabel keeps backing off the mat there, he won't.
Overtime session tied at 1. Anthony Antoniadis out of Herrick's High, Hyde Park. Dan Sable, Longwood, and Middle Island, his hometown.
This is a tough match to call, isn't it? Not too much activity going on. We got to start making up things as we're going along. Inside at 1:30. They're both locked up, pushing and shoving, tapping the legs. I think they're going to call stalling here to get. No, he made a mistake there. He made a mistake. He should not have done that. That's the match, folks. He should not have changed his style. He changed his style. And this is going to be it. As soon as he pops his head out. Locking his hands. He's on his back. 2 takedown.
That's it.
He changed his style.
In overtime, Dan Sable out of Section 11. Another title for Section 11, the 215-pound championship.
Another state champ for Section 11.
They're cleaning up tonight. All right, coming up, the 275-pound championship. We'll be back with that in a moment on the Empire Sports Network. And here we go, the 275-pound championship. First of all, out of Section 2, Matt Tarullo, Alva Conklin, Section 9 at 275, a 21-0 record. And we're set to go at it, the high school championship of New York State on the line.
Well, one of these people are not going to be undefeated after tonight. 21-0 and 31-0. Now we get to the unlimited guys. Well, it's not unlimited anymore. You call it 275 now. Used to be unlimited a number of years ago, but not anymore. Light heavyweight and heavyweight. How's that sound? Better?
Tarullo in red will see a lot more of Syracuse in this area because he's going to go play for the Orangemen, a full scholarship as an offensive lineman.
You can see that as one tall, big young man. For Conklin, this is only his second year of wrestling. And it's a takedown to Tarullo. Makes the score 2-0.
Two nothing, Matt Tarullo out of Section 2 in the maroon.
Tarullo's so big, Conklin might be down there for a while. It's hard to get up underneath a big man like that. Never mind weight-wise, but just size-wise.
Career-wise, Tarullo 62-4. Conklin's 43-8 coming in. Conklin looking at Lycoming College and Springfield to possibly attend.
And we know where Tarullo's going. He's already signed.
SU.
Coming down to 15 seconds to go in the first period. And we're going to close out this first period, looks like, with a 2-0 score in favor of Matt Tarullo of Section 2.
So we go to the second period. This for the 275-pound championship tonight.
Little over and under here. Just took a big step in, which made Conklin lose his balance, and down he went to his back. And a lot of times the guys stay on his back. So I'll give Conklin credit there for only giving up 2 takedowns.
Tarullo on the bottom.
And did a little power stand up. And Conklin, if they don't hurry up and knock him down, is going to be called for stalling. Well, he did get him down in time. Got basically about 5 seconds.
There he goes.
1 point escape.
Turillo up now 3-0.
Turillo was ranked number 1 in the state coming into this, and Conklin wasn't ranked at all. But he definitely surprised people on his way to the finals from Section 9.
Minute 15 to go, second period, with a 3-0 lead in favor of Matt Turillo out of Section 2.
Well, Turillo missed his over and under there again. I think that's what he wanted, over and under and big step, and maybe get him down again. Yeah, just there's the over and under, big step. Missed it that time, though. Last time he got it, and that time he missed it. And it's not so much that the big guys are less activity, it's just that they're bigger and it's hard for them to move around. So therefore the action slows down. Where you start off those 96-pounders and there's a lot of action there. Young, fast, quick. Uh, 25 seconds to go. There's the over and under on the other side this time. And Conklin's backing out of bounds. Bill Stark is telling him to work his way toward the center. He's the mat official.
Time running out here, second period, down to 8 seconds.
Oh, we almost got a little cheap takedown there. I was watching a guy over there keeping score across from us. He's got his little son with him. Those two big heavyweights started coming that way. He left the scoreboard and picked up that, looks like that 5-year-old kid, and went to the stands.
There's time on the second period. Here we go to the third. The 275-pound state championship on the line. Matt Turillo and Alva Conklin right now. Turillo up 3-0.
You can't go over and wipe off. So what he did was he come over to the official, wiped his hand on the official's shirt, and Bill Stark is just smiling and laughing about it. You know, you can't towel down during the match or wipe anything off. So he come over to the official and wiped his hands off on his shirt. That was funny. I've never seen that before. I've been coaching 27 years. I didn't see that. Bill Stark is still smiling about that one. Well, third period, Conklin shows down. If it shows like the first period, he's not going to get up. Oh, he got the arm up the back. Is he going to be able to turn him over? This is our last match, and it's heavyweight, a little bit boring. So while well mentioned to make sure that my wrestler gets his dues here, we had a national champion this year, Rashad Evans from Niagara High School. He wrestled for us at Niagara Community College. So I got to give my kudos to my 165-pound national champ. Warning, top man stalling.
That's a lot of weight, either way to move around.
Oh, yeah. That's a big young man. Here's a wipe off on this Jeffrey shirt. And the referee kind of looked at him a little bit.
What are you doing?
Just never seen that before. I'm going to have to tape this when I get home and make sure I send a copy to Bill Stark so I can laugh at him.
50 seconds to go, 3-0. Matt Turillo in the lead. He's on top in the maroon.
Yeah, Matt's starting to pick up the pace here a little bit as he realized he was warned for stalling one time. Now they called Conklin for stalling on the bottom. I think Conklin just wants to finish this match out. He's second place in the state. He's tired. Turillo's tired.
They look bushed.
Coming up on 15 seconds to go.
Turillo steals a look at the clock.
Yeah. And I think the referee's going to just have him finish the match out also. He's got his arm up his back. He's going to watch that a little bit.
1 second, there it is. Matt Turillo headed to Syracuse University on a football scholarship. He's the champion of New York State at 275 pounds. 3-0. He gets the win. And coming up, we'll be back to talk to the most valuable wrestler in the tournament, the state championships here in New York, and more coming your way right here in Syracuse on the Empire Sports Network. And welcome back to Syracuse, the Onondaga County War Memorial, as great wrestling here tonight. The New York State Wrestling Championships completed. We have some special guests joining us. Matter of fact, we want to welcome Bill Prince from Frewsburg, Section 6, the champion at 171 pounds, and his dad and coach. Tim, and first of all, congratulations to the champion, second year in a row, and an excellent job once again.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Let's talk a little about your match with Ken Barkman, the 171-pound championship. He was also undefeated going in. Talk a little about your strategy and the closing seconds there, trying to keep him at bay.
Well, I was scouting him earlier late in the tournament, and I knew his style. You know, like he's a big, strong kid. You know, didn't really do much, and so I had to go out there and wrestle my match. You know, and make sure that I scored the points. You know, just make sure that I didn't do anything stupid, so like he would win, or like the officials would decide the match. So I had to go out there, you know, and wrestle my match and just wrestle hard.
Now, this year, was it tougher, do you think, trying to repeat than win the one last year as a junior?
Yeah, because, I mean, a lot of people knew who I was from last year, because last year a lot of people didn't know who I was. So, I mean, there was a target on me, you know, so people would beat me, but I just didn't think about that, you know, and just went out there and wrestled twice as harder because I knew they were after me, so I just stepped it up a little bit.
You said maybe also now that you had your school decided you're going to go to the University of Buffalo and wrestle, that maybe a little less pressure because you'd made that decision?
Yep. I had signed with Buffalo like in the beginning of the season, so I didn't think there was any extra pressure on me because I already got my scholarship, so there's not, you know, college scouts, you know, looking at me, so I just went out there and just did it for myself.
I'm sure their coaches are very happy tonight watching you win the championship at 171. Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
Also, your father watching you very carefully, obviously, as coach and father, and that's got to be a little difficult out there coaching and at the same time knowing that it's your son on the mat.
It's a little tough to keep yourself composed and not get too worked up. You know, it makes it a tough thing to do, but I have a lot of fun doing it, and it's been a great ride with him, and he's been a great kid to have. So.
Now you get a chance to watch him wrestle at UB next year, and you might not be relaxed because you're still going to be watching your son, but you won't have to worry about the coaching maneuvers at the same time.
Yeah, it'd be a lot more fun for me to sit in the stands, and when I get too excited, I can leave the room. You know, I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, the coaches yell at him instead of me.
This tournament was a tremendous one once again. The competition just phenomenal. You get down to a situation where your son, for example, in the championship match, also faced an opponent unbeaten.
Yeah, he did, and he was a big, strong kid, and we had watched him wrestle earlier, and I really thought we would have to beat him on his feet because he was so strong, but it come out that Bill ended up beating him on the mat. He just that's where we scored our points near the end, and that's how he did it. So I'm real proud of him. He wrestled great. He wrestled. He had a tough bracket. His second match or his first match of the day was a Section 11 kid, and he was ranked third in the state. His next match was a fifth ranked kid, and then his semifinal match was a kid from Section 3 who was undefeated at that point in time. So he had a tough haul, and he wrestled great. He got ready for every match, and he looked good.
Section 6 champion, congratulations, and I imagine there'll be more than a little celebrating around the Prince household tomorrow. Huh?
Oh yes, there will definitely be some celebrating.
Coach, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you too. Again, our champion at 171, Bill Prince, and his dad and coach, Tim Prince. We're joined now by Matt Tarullo, the 275-pound champ, and his parents. Matt, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Hey, your parents' names are?
Dick and Norma.
Norma.
Hey, congratulations. And now you're going to be seeing a lot of the Syracuse area because you are going to be playing football for the Orangemen next year.
You're right about that. I'm really excited for it. It's going to be a fun year, and I'm just real excited. I'm really pumped up. I'm glad I won the state title.
And to do that in an area that's going to be home for you for the next 4 years is going to be even extra special for you.
It is. I think it's the first state title winner since 1983 to go to Syracuse. So it's been a while since Syracuse had a New York State champion. So I decided to break the streak.
Now, you said that you're going to be playing football there. Do you think the wrestling coaches may want to opt a little bit for your time, too?
I don't know. Wrestling's pretty tough in college. I've seen those big guys working out. So I don't know. I mean, if they want me to wrestle and if the coaches say yes, then yes. But I'm going to work on football. That's my main concern right now.
Now, obviously, you've been following the Syracuse fortunes over the past few years. How long have you wanted to go to Syracuse for several years? Did you know that was, if a chance came up, be the school that you would go to?
Most definitely. I mean, Syracuse is the place for me. It's a really nice place. I like it. It's close to home. Coaches are great. I can't complain about that. Paul Pasqualani's the man, my Italian man right there. And everything's great. It's a good school. I love it.
Let's talk a little more about your championship here tonight. Also beating Alva Conklin in the championship round, 275 for the state title. And let's talk about that. And you were able to come up with a big win. And it looked like a lot of the match you were able to keep control and stay on top of them.
Yeah, well, the main thing is with heavyweights is that you got to keep their movement under control. A lot of it is like on your feet, but a main thing is like you got to just make sure you keep their weight and their hips pinned to the mat as long as you can. My weight on top of him, the better, because it's just riding him and just putting weight on him, trying to get his arm out. You see him working for the half right there. I'm trying to get a bar. You see it a few times. His hips come up, but I got to ride. And then when I tripped him the first time, it's just good footwork. It's thanks to my coach, Hoteling, Woody, and Lee Pike. They're the men. They show me how to do everything. Gardino and Monin. They're great coaches. They're awesome coaches.
Now you talk about being able to keep that weight on top of them. You're a big guy, and I'm sure they'll get you even on a bigger weight program at Syracuse. But you stand what?
I'm 6'6"
and weigh about
275.
Right on the money, 275. Hey, how about mom and dad now? You got to be extremely proud that your son wins this, and certainly a huge way to cap off his high school wrestling career.
Yeah, well, it took me 4 years to say this, and he's been waiting for this the whole 4 years. He's the best in New York State, and it's taken a long time. And he knew. I just held off, and I said, when you're the state champ, I'll let you know you're the best. He's the best. He's very proud of him.
And Mom, I'm sure you're a little more relaxed now. Maybe making all those meals over the past few years to help him get up there to 275. You can relax today?
Absolutely right. I'm very proud of Matt. He's done a good job. His family and his school, everyone supported him and got him to where he is today, and we thank him very much.
Well, congratulations once again, Matt, on your state championship at 275 pounds. And go back, celebrate, and enjoy, and then go get him with the Orangeman.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
At 275 pounds, the state champion of New York, Matt Tarullo, defeating Alva Conklin here earlier at the New York State High School Wrestling Championships. Now I want to welcome the young man who has electrified the crowd here tonight. The champion at 145 pounds, four-time state champion, Jesse Jansen. Jesse, that is a beautiful trophy you have. You win that for the most outstanding wrestler of the high school tournament here this year. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. I mean, I've been working ever since 7th grade to win this tournament, and once I got 9th grade, I wanted to win it 4 times. That was my goal, and I did it, and I'm pretty excited about it right now. So.
That is incredible to win 4 state wrestling championships starting in the 9th grade. Now that alone, I mean, to win 1 is phenomenal. Most kids would set their sights and be very happy on that. What about you seem to handle it extremely well, but that's got to be an incredible amount of pressure each year going by and you say, I want it again, I want it again. I don't want this streak to end. I don't want to end up my high school career with a loss.
Yeah, well, I mean, I try not to, concentrate on the pressure and stuff like that. I just want to take one match at a time. I've been working really hard this year, and I was just taking one match at a time, and everything seemed to work out. So.
Boy, it certainly did. Now, you looked like you finished so strongly that you weren't even really breaking a sweat out there. I mean, you were in control from the time that they started the match.
Well, I wrestled a pretty good finals match, and the kid had a good tournament as well, and he was a tough competitor, but yeah, I had a good match, and it was pretty good. So.
Congratulations to you. Now you want to go on and pursue wrestling, obviously, in the collegiate level. You said you're not quite sure yet where you're going to be heading.
Yeah, I'm not positive yet. I'm leaning towards Harvard right now, but I'm considering Hofstra and some other schools, but I'm not positive. I know I want to wrestle in college and try to get the best education I can.
Absolutely. Now, you've got, a 3.2 grade average, so that's pretty doggone good, too. You must spend a little time on the books.
Yeah, I try to work hard in school as well as wrestling and put equal amount of time in.
Now, what's ahead for you? Do you get to take a little break now, or you have some tournaments coming up very shortly?
Well, actually, in like 3 weeks, I'm going to go down to, go to Pittsburgh and wrestle in the high school nationals, so I'll be training for the next couple of weeks still, so my season's not over yet.
So you take a little break for at least a couple days and celebrate this?
Yeah, maybe a couple days. We'll see.
This is your dad too, and sir, welcome, congratulations, and this has got to make you, well, I don't know if you can say prouder than any of the other 3 championships, but certainly to do it in his senior year and close out here with 4 in a row is incredible.
Well, Jesse's always made me proud of some of his athletic accomplishments and the kind of person that he is. I think I'm very excited for him because I know that he trained very hard for this, and when it came possible after last year when he became a 3-time state champion, I know this was something that he really could taste. He really wanted to cap off his career with this 4th state championship, and he wanted to accomplish something that has never been accomplished before. And I believe a good deal of his success comes from the fact that he believes he can accomplish great things, and unless you believe that, you can't.
Talk a little, if you will, briefly about the family involvement too, because obviously it takes an incredible amount of dedication from the athlete, but like yourself following him to the tournaments and that type of thing, it takes an awful lot of sacrifice for the family to have a success like this too.
Well, we have a large family. I have 5 children, and I credit my wife with being a very remarkable woman. She is able to manage all of the kids and keep Jesse and I on track and get us ready to go different places and fly different places to compete. And quite often the family's with us, and to have 7 children in hotels and go to different parts of the state or different parts of the country can certainly be trying. And she kind of pulls it off with a lot of hard work and on her part. So I think his mom deserves a lot of credit for assisting us along the way.
Right. Well, again, congratulations, Jesse Jansen. Congratulations to you. Outstanding wrestler here in the tournament. Another championship, 4 straight in the state to wrap up your high school wrestling career. Best of luck on the college level, too. I'm sure we'll hear a lot more from you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Congratulations again. That's our champion at 145 pounds. And what a tremendous night of wrestling here in New York at the Onondaga County War Memorial. And Erie Knuutila, our color commentator and coach, and what a great night of wrestling. Section 11 was phenomenal. Just an unbelievable story for them.
Oh, just outstanding. When you put 8 guys in the finals and 7 of them are champions, and you walk away with a title basically before the finals even start. I mean, there's a mathematical chance for Section 8 to help them, but they lost the first match. Section 8 did to Section 11, so it was all over with basically right then. But so Section 11 is very capped by Jesse Jansen, Section 11 4-time champ. Obviously, that really did very well. The Long Island's really going to be talking now, especially with 11 and 8 finishing 1 and 2. We have a 2-time champion out of there also. But Section 11 finished up with 224 points, and Section 8 was way behind at 175, with Section 2 at 170, and Section 4 almost caught up. If they would have had one more state champion, and they could have finished at 3rd, where they had 169.5, and they just snuck out Section 9 with 168.5 points. Section 3 was 134.5, and Section 5 and 6 ended up tying, the 2 teams from Western New York at 115.5 each. And so that kind of rounded it out for everybody. Looks like all the sections were basically equal in the number of state champs, except for Section 11, of course. Tonight we had two-time state champions. There's only been probably, I think I was counting earlier, like 56 something. Now there's 58 two-time champs, and there's only a handful. I think there's 8 or 9 3-time champions, now 1 4-time champion, which is unbelievable. So we're part of history tonight, seeing New York State's first 4-time state champion and first 6-time New York State place winner in Jesse Jansen, which is outstanding. So we're part of history.
Were there any surprises, do you think, tonight? The matches seem to go, I don't know, certainly as thought, maybe going into them, but they all seem pretty evenly matched.
I wouldn't say there's so many surprises tonight as there was the last day and a half. The number 1 ranked kid in the country, Sean Hibbs from Spencerport, lost in the semifinals, and he's number 1 ranked kid in the country, and he got beat. And he ended up being 6th in the tournament. Well, that happens a lot after your bubble gets burst a little bit. There was a couple other people that got beat along the way that everybody felt that they'd be in the state finals and win their state championships. When you got to the finals, basically they matched up the way the sheets came out. The 43-0 beat the guy that was 38-2. I guess that's the way it's supposed to be, I guess. But but I'll say there's too many surprises tonight. I say the surprise was 7 state champs out of 11. That's a lot of state champs.
Also, along with that, just these kids just have to be exhausted now. I mean, adrenaline catches them, obviously, in the championship bouts, but I just would like to see what they do tomorrow to relax a little bit. They've got to be exhausted.
They got to be sore, what they have to be. I think we were commentating about that one young man that had a black eye and the cut on the eye from the mat burns and things like that when you have 5 matches. It's tough on them. They all be ready to go tomorrow and celebrate a little bit more, maybe.
All right. A lot of celebrating for the champions here tonight. That's a story from the Onondaga County War Memorial. You've been watching New York State Championship Wrestling right here on the Empire Sports Network. For Erie Knuutila, I'm Roger Neel. Have a great night, everybody.